Hey guys, welcome back to the channel with more of the Expanse. Oh shit, I almost knocked over my water thingy. Alright, water thingy? Anyway. The Expanse. This is season 2, episode 8. And last time Gunny is told to go to the peace summit and tell lies, to try to avoid this war. But the truth is much more interesting. There's an alien looking thing, and there's something about the drone. I don't know if we'll learn about it anytime soon. But yeah, she's probably going to meet up with Christian, Ehrenreich, and Secretary General, forgot his name. And yeah, very curious to see how those interactions will happen. Because I never imagined, like, that's what where her storyline was going to go when we first met her. And yeah, we have the crew of the Rocinante still back on Tycho. Anderson Dawes trying to get Naomi on his side. I don't know if she'll still be on his side after he stole Cortazar, especially since it means he's probably going to try and find the protomolecule. And I really hope she doesn't. I mean, she's kept the protomolecule sample because she wanted to use it for the belts, presumably, if somehow they absolutely needed it. I hope she doesn't trust him enough to give it to him, but yeah, we'll see more of what happens this episode. I'm excited. I don't know if Gunny will make it to Earth I don't know how long it takes for Gunny to go from Mars to Earth, but I'm most curious about that storyline, actually. But yeah, hopefully we'll see more of that. And yeah, if you want to watch the full reaction, you can check out Patreon in the link in the description below. Leave a like. It really helps out this channel. And let's get started. If you're going to tell me that's Julie as a child, my heart is going to break. Oh no, this is on Ganymede. What is that?
Me looking for my daughter May. She here?
Dinner child here, Delta Loader.
She was at a doctor's appointment at the clinic in Sector 4.
Oh.
Half the mirror came down on Sector 4.
No.
Where's Dawes?
Don't know. Let me check my pockets.
You gotta tell me everything he said. Trusted you, little shit.
I need your Chester to
Put him in the hole.
Diogo. He has the support of the people.
Who's in charge of security at this goddamn station?
That would be me.
Interesting.
Say what you mean.
Either you're doing an incredibly shitty job or you're no longer in control of the people who work for you.
That's enough.
In the office.
Wait here.
Huh.
Fred Johnson, I have tried to teach you the Beltway. I have failed. You told us that when you destroyed Protogen, that you destroyed all its secrets as well, keeping those secrets for yourself. We do not want to live under anyone's boot, Fred Johnson. Have our air cut off, our water ration, be spaced, or be herded into chambers to be used like animals. This is the way it has been until now. No more. I have stolen your secret, Fred Johnson, and I am giving it to the belt.
Maybe you should have played that in secret in your own office.
Cortazar was scanning the system for signals like that. He found one.
Where?
He was still trying to figure it out. He only heard it once. After Eros burned up.
What are you doing? Ship to where? Is it her sample that's talking? To Cortazar?
I got me a whole bunch of busted up hand terminals that I gotta get operational for the refugees. I could really use some help. You gonna give me a hand? No. No.
Something's up with him. It's their rallying cry.
We herded into chambers to be used like animals. This is the way it has been until now.
Time to make a decision.
Take care of yourself.
No, he made it.
Come on, get up.
You know we'll be competing for the same job, right?
Look at that.
You?
No. I'm going to Mars.
You're the dust the bird.
No, I'm going with my friend.
Enos only. Ready for 0G? Now we go.
Don't think he has those. Oop. Nobody has those. Why do I feel like this is going to be interrupted really violently? Holy crap. Oh.
Enos wrecked enemy. Built a life first from now on.
Still alive. Just suffering. And they'll get away with it too. They'll just say they never made it off Ganymede.
You found what Cortazar found.
On Ganymede?
You got something?
The shout came from Ganymede. There's protomolecule on Ganymede Station.
Is that why it was attacked? Were the aliens trying to recover?
Mistake in the data.
This protomolecule shout occurred right.
I know you feel like we failed.
As long as we're living and breathing, there's more we can do. We just have to be strong enough. They threw a bunch of people out in airlock, everyone from Earth and Mars. They said they were going to take them home, but they threw them out the airlock.
It should be punished, but there's nothing I can do about it right now.
This is how extremists start. Alex should have showed him a magic trick.
He was working in a clinic as a pediatrician.
Oh boy. Tycho.
Don't let your pride get in. Put it down!
No one else needs to die. What do you want?
I don't see her. Oh, they put their pictures up. Damn. I thought there was a chance she was still alive. Alright. God.
What do you know about Dr. Lawrence Strickland? He's my daughter's pediatrician. He's a very gifted geneticist.
That's it. Oh. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
It's just a soybean. I'm a botanist.
Give us the codes. No.
Don't hurt her or other people.
You next. You may as well put the next one in me.
Yeah. He's not gonna be that nice.
I work for Fred.
Oh!
Maybe not for long, though. Give us the codes. Then maybe she lived long enough for see doctor.
We help. That's why we have a civilization.
So then why don't you help your family?
What?
They're right there on Mars when you left them.
God damn you. You can throw that in my face? Oh, Jesus! Amos!
I don't want to fight you, Alex. Please don't make me. Because if we do, Who's gonna fly the ship? Someone's trying to access the missile controls. Holy shit. Looks like they're preparing to launch.
I don't remember any.
When was the last time you saw him?
A few hours before my dome was hit.
Strickland turned up on Ganymede as a pediatrician. The connection is the daughter.
You have children of your own?
No. Could you please show us
No?
whatever you can of me?
This whole thing is too sad. I can't take it.
Strickland took her out of the clinic.
This was nearly an hour before the mirror fell. Your daughter might still be alive.
Whoa!
He knew the battle was coming.
Oh!
He went back for the girl.
Please take me with you.
Holy shit.
They'll destroy Tycho.
And if they do, just more oxygen for the fire of the great Belter Revolution.
It's terrifying. If they malfunction or anything, he's gone.
Nitrogen levels are going through the roof. Kill the oxygen now.
Let's make sure they don't get hypoxia. Oh!
Drama first.
It's under control.
Drama first.
Okay, let's get you to medbay. Let's do one step at a time.
You don't have stretchers or anything? Oh! Yeah.
I went there to kill him. Do whatever it takes to prevent another Eros.
You're not an executioner.
He defended Miller when he killed Dresden. How is this any different?
It's different because it's you, not a murderer. It's not the James Holden I know and love.
Husbands.
You to remind me who I am, so I can come back.
Are you kidding me?
I love you through it all. I promise. No more secrets.
She still has one.
Us, you there?
God, what?
Tycho TC refuses to release the clamps until Fred Johnson gives his personal authorization.
If you find the proto-molecule on Ganymede Station,
I sure as hell ain't gonna bring it back to you.
but don't bother to come back here at all. You will no longer be welcome on Tycho Station.
You still think you're gonna be in charge when I get back? The game has changed. You're just not a part of it anymore.
You're free to go.
Alright guys, am I just extremely emotional recently, or was that episode just like a huge, like super emotional roller coaster kind of like made you want to cry kind of episode? First there's Prax and his daughter. For a second I thought the little Asian girl was Julie Mao as a kid, and it's so sad because I miss her so much even though we didn't really see so much of her. But it turns out it's Prax who is there on Ganymede when everything goes to hell. And he was so broken at the loss of his daughter, May, his loss of everything. And yeah, I had a bad feeling when he was separated from Doris. Like, it was just a feeling, like something about this whole setup of the whole thing was just like fishy. But I didn't expect them to get spaced. Like, he would have been happier just staying with the Belters and not knowing this is what was going to happen. But he decided to go with her at the last second. A lot of trauma and in a very short amount of time. But yeah, that scene was so powerful. They were just kind of happy to be on opposite sides of the glass, just floating in 0G, and then boom, spaced. God damn. And the Belter at the door, honestly, he should have taken him away. Like, he's lucky Prax didn't have any information to report him. Didn't know the ship name, didn't know the person who did it. Yeah, and they're likely going to get away with it because they could have just said they died on Ganymede. I'm just glad he didn't have a chance to like off himself before he found out his daughter might still be alive. The whole situation with Dawes and Fred in the meantime, Fred is losing power fast. He played that transmission out in the open in front of everybody and not in the office like Drummer suggested he do. And I think he was probably being pretty arrogant in that moment. He thought his position is safe, that Dawes wasn't actually a threat, which turned out not to be the case. Dawes' words wound up being the rallying cry for a lot of people, a lot of Belters. Yeah, meanwhile, this show is kind of playing it off like Amos did that brain procedure thing. Like he said he got his share of action, which, I don't know, it sounded like he was off like having sex, trying to bury his feelings, and yeah, he kind of looked like shit. And the actor does that really like 1,000 yard stare really well too. And I think the fact that he looked up Lydia is proof that he didn't undergo the procedure. But yeah, he clearly was taking something really hard. There were a lot of emotional moments in this episode, I feel like. Holden's... when Naomi finds out... Holden's insistence, like, as long as we're living and breathing, there's more we can do. We just have to be strong enough. But yeah, security on Tycho just feels real bad. Like, one inside man and the whole thing unravels. If it wasn't for the crew of the Rocinante, Fred and Drummer would be dead by now. If the security was better, Cortazar wouldn't have been taken in the first place. And yeah, the Belters start killing people, and I knew Fred wouldn't bend, and he barely flinched when they started killing people. But then they freaking shot Drummer in the stomach, and that really called it into question for me. Like, for the woman who has always had his back, who saw him rise up with the help of Anderson Dawes, only to follow him and believe in him. I mean, I guess the other option was nuclear war, so I doubt he would have caved, but that must have been rough. Yeah, Drummer maybe kind of needs to up security in the future, but she was so badass during this episode. Getting shot, barely able to walk, and took Alex's gun and killed the two Belters. And then Alex is just like frozen, and she's just like limping off by herself. Man. But yeah, Fred Johnson's time feels like it's up, and Dawes needs to be taken down, so maybe Drummer can be a leader afterwards. Just leave security to somebody else. But yeah, the crew of the Rocinante tracked down Prax, and I was actually very curious to see what was inside the tube of his. I didn't think it was connected to the proto-molecule, but it turned out to be just a soybean, which was really funny. I thought it might have been something else that was important, because he was like very worried about it and like trying to hide it. But I guess it was important to him. And we found out that Lawrence Strickland knew an attack was about to happen, which means that the thing that attacked was human-made, most likely. So it's not aliens, but it might be proto-molecule related. Maybe it's like somebody enhanced with the power of the proto-molecule. And Strickland was May's like pediatrician, but in reality, they're saying that she's the connection. So it's possible he was testing her for compatibility with the proto-molecule or something. So she might be special on some level, and so he went back for her when he knew this was about to go down. But it means that she's alive, which... or she might be alive, which is a relief. Prax joins the party. I don't know if he'll be a permanent member, but he certainly seems like he'll be around for a while. Probably until he finds his daughter, and then if he finds his daughter. And then actually, a really powerful part of the episode that almost like made me tear up was that conversation at the end between Holden and Naomi. I mean, I don't know, I've never really felt their relationship too much before, but this conversation is the most I've felt it. Holden was going to kill Cortazar to stop anyone from finding the proto-molecule, and Naomi claims that like this isn't him, like, and then he said that he needs her to remind him of who he is. That hit me hard, but at the same time I'm just like, they've all been through so much, like that's asking a lot. Like, what's he doing for her, you know? Like, I don't know, I'm of the opinion that like people need to, like, two parts of a relationship shouldn't be so like dependent on each other for keeping themselves. But yeah, I mean, as long as the other person is okay with it, I guess it's okay, which I guess she is. Just, yeah. Anyway, Holden and Fred have one final confrontation as the crew of the Rocinante is off to destroy the proto-molecule on Ganymede. And Fred, in order to maintain power, needs it more than ever. And they're definitely burning that bridge, but Holden doesn't mind because he doesn't think Fred will be in charge of Tycho much longer anyway, which, fair assessment. Yeah, this was a very powerful episode, I feel like. I teared up. I teared up when Drummer was shot, honestly. I was just like, I didn't realize, I mean, I liked her as a character, but I didn't realize how much until she was shot, and I was just like, no. Yeah, I'm gonna give this episode a 9. It's really solid, and I enjoyed it a lot. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today, guys. If you want to watch the full reaction, you can check out Patreon in the link in the description below. Leave a like, really helps out this channel. We're also 1 week ahead over there on Patreon as well. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, friends.